What's up, guys? Welcome to Run It Back with Blair Bomber. I'm Blair Bomber, and I'm no longer hungover. Give it up for me, guys. Give it up for me. Give it up for me. Here's what I did. I saw an old buddy of mine, Isaac Serrati, good kid. Haven't seen him in years. We went out, and it's just what always happens. It's like the boys, the energy, we're doing shots, we're drinking IPAs, we're doing more shots, we're eating very, very little food, and then we're doing more shots. Like, my night was done, dude, at 8:30. It was over. I went home, called my Uber, got home, pissed drunk, fell asleep, woke up to the smoke alarm going off because your boy decided to cook a DiGiorno pizza at 9 o'clock and pass out. That's a good way to kill yourself, in case you're wondering what it's like to not survive the night. Now, should I slow down drinking? Probably. Should I give it up completely? 100%. Will I? Probably not today. Well, today, but probably not forever. I mean, Blair, just be smarter. It's like, because it's the new city thing. It's the new city, it's old friends, new city, new places, trying to fill everything out. So I'm going out there, and I'm being responsible, wearing my mask. I'm not talking to anybody that close, unless they're super hot, then I will a little bit. Okay, but between me and you, guys, between you and I'm gonna chill out a little bit. Because the hangovers, man, it's not even the decision making. I'm not getting in fights. I'm not doing drugs in the street. I'm hooking up with fat chicks, but I'm doing that sober, so that doesn't really count as a negative thing. If you're doing it sober, then you're probably going to do it. You get it. But I'm just going to stop. I don't want to waste any more days. But I did pick up those DHC, DCH, DHC detox, those things that all the comics are always pushing, like Segura and no motherfuckers, Bert. Because they push the things. It's like the no hangover pill. Like, you take it before you start drinking, and then allegedly, it's supposed to save you from a hangover the next day. Now, just the fact that I purchased that makes me want to try it. Like, you don't buy a jump rope and not shove it up your ass. Like, you have to use these things. Okay? That's just what they're for. So at some point, yeah, I'm probably next weekend. If my boy Terry comes to town, then I'll probably have to drink a little bit. I mean, come on. But no, my shot days, what am I doing? I don't need to do shots ever again. And you know what? I'm saying it right now. What's today? Today is Sunday, November 29th, 2020. No more shots. I'm not going to be a shot goblin. I'm done with it. I'm just going to be a good kid who makes good decisions. Because that's all you can really ask for a guy like me. I'm almost 30. I can't be doing shots anymore. Just beers. Maybe I'll become a wine guy. Yeah. LeBron's a wine guy. And LeBron and I have a lot in common. So maybe I start sipping a nice cab. Maybe a Merlot. Is it oaky? Is the Merlot oaky? Does it pair well with this Gouda? Does it pair well with the Gouda? Ugh. Anybody that's a snob of anything is such a cunt. But I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I'm the exact same way. Like, if I'm talking about comedy or movies, like, I sound like a total twat. Because I don't know, I have things that I like about it. But I think that's art, okay? I don't know if we can call wine art. We consume it, it's an item, it's a product, but can we really say it in its final incarnation is art? Something that is used to get people fucked up? I don't think so. I don't think we can. Now, when the guy who's like making it and creating it and crafting it, it's like, yeah, but once it becomes mass produced, it kind of loses a little bit of that artistic flair. I sound like such a cunt. But look, here's the thing. Here's what I was thinking about. Blair, just say what you're thinking about. Okay. I'm meeting new people. I'm meeting women. And people say you should look for like shared common interests. And I think that's bullshit. I think that anytime there's a common interest between men and women, it's not real. I don't think it's real at all. All right, because men, like, we'll do anything to get you to keep talking to us, without a doubt. Anything, say anything. We'll find out what you love. We will research it. We'll study it. we'll find a way to use it to our advantage in an attempt to fuck you. To fuck you. That's what we want to do. Anytime a guy says he's into what you're into, be it, I don't know, The Bachelor, holiday decorations, long talks about your hopes and dreams and your shared future together, I want you to know, if he says he's into that stuff, he's lying. We're just lying. We don't really care, but we care that you care, and we know that if you care, and we show that we care about the things you care about, then maybe you will let us in you. It's simple, because we're liars. That's what women are. But women are smart. Women know that's what's going on. They're fully aware of this, right? Women are skeptical for a reason, because if a guy's into too many things that you're also into, women just assume one of two things. She assumes that he's lying, which is probably what it is, or he hates pussy, which means, come on. And they're smart for assuming those things. Now, if she does her homework and finds out the guy's actually into the things she's into, then great. But I think that's not true. And women don't do that for us. Women don't pretend to like what we like to fuck us. They don't have to do that. You ever see a guy who's like, yeah, my girl, man, she loves beer, and she loves football and blowjobs, man. She's the perfect girl. It's how much money do you have? Okay? Because the only reason women would ever pretend to love what you love is for money. I know that's fucked up to say. I'm saying most women are not like that. Most women don't do that. And women, for sure, never pretend to like what you like just so they can fuck you. That's a one-way street. Women, they don't give a shit. They'll just fuck their friends, okay? If they need dick, they have fake dicks everywhere all the time. They don't need to lie to the fake dick. It's just right there. My point is, women won't eat your ass for the love of the game. They just won't do it. They never do. I shouldn't say never. I shouldn't say never. Because there are, I guess, there are some cases where that's happened. But it's kind of I don't know, fucking bear attacks. When a guy survives a bear attack. We've heard it happen, but we've never seen it. There's no footage. There's no evidence. It's okay, yeah, all your friends died and your ear's missing. Okay. Maybe your friends just, maybe your friends suck. But the whole thing is why are men... why do men lie? Why are we doing this? And why do women refuse to lie for that same thing? It's because pussy is awesome, dude. Pussy is awesome. And dick is just okay. All right? There's no great fake pussies. There are tons and tons of great fake cocks out there. And women know that, and they find them, and they use them. All right? Anything to not have to pretend like she likes Bud Light and sucking on your 5-inch cock. We get it. I get it, at least. Is that too much? Is that too much of a rant? Blair, I didn't like the fact that you were just kind of, making it about women and the money part. I think you think that women are whores. I don't think that. But I do think that women have no reason to lie about liking what we like. For any reason other than financial gain, and that's it. How many guys, guys will do anything to get you to say, hey, just touch it, you can touch it. We're I can touch it? You mean your pussy? She's like, yeah, touch that. It's all yours. I don't know, man. It's just, I got to settle down. I got to chill on the booze. But I go this is kind of how it goes. I chill out. I don't really drink for, that much for a month or so. And then I'll kick it in and have a nice little bender for, 3 days. And then I'm back, on the wagon. But I'm not on the wagon, What I need to get off of is these goddamn apps, dude. I got to get off of them. It's just a game. It's just yes, huh? 6'2"? Okay, yes. And then we match. I got my hopes up because they're cool. And then what happens? I say something insane. That's the problem. That's the problem I have. I can't help myself because it doesn't seem real. If you haven't met somebody yet, it doesn't seem like it's real. So it's like you're, it's like the chat rooms on an AOL. Remember those? You just go in the chat rooms and you're talking to fucking Star Booty 69. You're like, oh shit, do you like butthole play? And they're like, yeah, of course I do. Can I see yours? And you're like, I don't know how to send pictures. It's dial up. But I treat Hinge, Tinder, Bumble, Grindr, I treat them like that. And then I just say dumb shit like, hey, how about you just ride my face till I pass out? How's that sound? And most of the women are like, dude, what are you doing? You would never say that in public. I'm like, yeah, I know, but this is not real. But then it's a numbers game, because in the event that a girl is into that, it's like, whoa, let's have a little bit of finesse here. Unless they're hot. If they're hot, then I'll be a gentleman, which is fucked up. It's just fucked up. But then at the same time, ugly chicks always. And ugly's mean, I know, sure. Like, I'm ugly to somebody, so fuck you. Everybody's ugly to somebody. Okay, so don't think that I'm looking down on ugly people, because there are way hotter people than me that will never fuck me. And that's okay. As long as you're aware, as long as you get it, I don't see what's your plan? Is just to complain about someone said something about ugly people, and I identify as an ugly person, so I feel like it's not nice of them to say it. It's like, I'm not saying it I wouldn't come up to a person I didn't find attractive and say, hey, you're an ugly bitch. I would never say that. Okay? It's also just fun to say ugly bitch. Like, that's just fun to say in my head about women that aren't even real, probably. Okay, Blair, chill out. What are you trying to say here? Ugly chicks fuck better. They just do. They do. Because they want to be there. Okay? You know that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean when Elizabeth Swann is on the Black Pearl and they had this big feast in front of her, and Barbossa's like looking at her trying to cut it all proper and shit with her knife and fork, and he's like, you don't have to, you can just eat it, we don't need manners here, we get it. And then she just tears into it like hard. Like, that's what ugly chicks fuck like, is they just tear into it. They don't know when they're going to eat again. They try to be cool at first, but at the same time they just want dick, and I can respect that, because I just want pussy. I don't know. I gotta start fucking dudes. I think it'll be easier. It will for sure be easier to accomplish, but maybe I'm thinking it'll be easier on my mental, because I don't have to worry about all these games that women love to play. But aren't you worried that maybe somebody you're talking to right now is going to hear this, and then it'll make them think less of you? Yeah, maybe, but who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm just shouting into the ocean, dude. I'm shouting in the wind, dude. Pissing in the wind, shouting in the ocean, into the abyss. There's no one listening. No one gives a shit. Although the YouTube has really picked up. I don't know what happened, but the algorithm is being my friend. And shit is kind of just going through the roof lately. People are watching the pod. They're watching stand-up clips. They're dude, so many people commenting. So many. They're just like, who are these people? And they're all fake accounts. They're not real. I keep saying things aren't real, and they're not. It's all artificial. Okay? It's like Dev done right. 1992. And that's that guy's name. And he's going to say, hey man, I hated this part about it. I think it was not funny at all. You should kill yourself. Thanks, Dev. That was nice of you. Anything else you have to say? Yeah, I hope you die. Oh, shit. Dev, appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you. You make me feel like a good guy. I really appreciate all those things that you have to say to me sometimes. But it's interesting just how it's like picked up, and people are, because look, whether someone says something negative or something positive, they're still saying something, right? And I know I shouldn't be reading the comments, but they're hilarious. I don't take it even personally. Like, yeah, I might get a little bit tore up one night and go back and call somebody out. Like, one guy, he was being a fucking real asshole. And I was like, oh yeah. Because I can just comment on it too. I'm like, hey, yeah, is that how you feel? Tell me all about that shit that you know about. Like, what do you do? He's like, I'm a high school senior. Fuck you then. Fuck you little virgin. You little fucking virgin. Never seen a pussy in your life. Virgin bitch. I don't care. They're not real. Those are the kind of guys that fucking shout the N-word on Xbox Live to this day. And their only excuse is that they're in high school? Shut up. You should know better. Don't come at me. Fucking come at you. Motherfucker. You ever meet someone and you immediately know that they are the alpha in the room? Like, it's like, yo, this guy could fucking kill me. All right, one of the boys I was hanging out with, a friend of a friend. His dude's like 6'5". He's got like the long, like not long, but he has like the long-ish black hair. Kind of like Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, but it's curly. He's kind of Latin. He's like half white, half, makes drugs in his basement, but in his lineage, like they got here, they're like Colombian. Nicest guy, but he's got a deep voice. He's like, oh yeah, what's up, brother? Calls you brother or Bubba. What's up, Bubba? And you're like, oh, Jesus. And you look at that guy and you think, I don't know if I want to be around this guy, because if shit goes south, I don't know if he trusts that I'll do the right thing. You know what I mean? Which I probably won't. If I don't know you and you get into a fight with other people and you're like, Blair, you're going to jump in? Fuck no, I'm not going to jump in. Are you kidding me? Do you know how fake the teeth are in my mouth? They're all fake. I will never get punched again. I will never, ever, 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 ever get punched again. Ever. I'm good. I don't need it. Call my girl a whore. I don't care. Say anything you want about my family. It doesn't matter. You just want to fight me, and you will win. Because most of fighting is want to, right? I mean, unless you're somebody who's trained to kill people. Most of fighting is just one guy really wants, the other guy's like, hey man, I don't want you. And then it's over. Like the Jake Paul and Nate Robinson fight. Dude, did anybody see it? Oh man, that one hurt. Nate Rob, dude, going down. Nate Robinson, he's a Washington guy. And what's wild about Nate Robinson is, so he played at Rainier Beach. And my high school, Linden High School, we were like a 3A school. We were like a newly 3A school. So we were a bigger school for that time. And my dad was a coach, and he's like a water boy or some shit. Like, hey, just more water or a fullback, sir? And they're playing Rainier Beach. And at the time, Nate Robinson is just insane freak of an athlete. He's just such a freak, And he was so elusive, so much more. He's just so, you couldn't catch him, dude. You couldn't, It's like trying to catch a deck of cards in the air. Like, hey, throw a deck of cards and just catch any of them. Catch all of them at the same time. You can't do it. It's impossible. And I remember talking to the coach. I got older. I remember we asked about who were some of the best players we ever played against. And they all pretty much said Nate Robinson. Like Jake Locker, Nate Robinson, Taylor Mays. These are the guys who were fucking unreal. And Nate Robinson, they were like, he was the hardest to game plan for because we had to change the way that we tackled. Because usually when you tackle, you just go tackle him. It's easy. Take a good angle. First guy there, take out his legs, slow him up, and then the gang arrives afterwards. With Nate Robinson, they were like, look, if you're the first guy there, do not even attempt to tackle him because you will miss. He will make you miss. I don't care how good angle you think you have. I don't care if you think he doesn't see you. He sees you. So they said, they trained. They're like, hey, look, first guy there, you got to break down. Break down and then just wait for the second guy. Once there's two of you, then one of you goes high, one go low. Try to make a fucking play, which is amazing because it's Nate Robinson. He's unbelievable, and they did that and ended up. I think he still fucking went off, but he didn't go off at the level that he, everyone thought he would against the fucking white kids from the county, So they ended up beating it. But I remember watching the film. And you're watching this Nate Robinson high school highlight. It's just like, who is this guy? Just the Flash. It's just like, and not the lame one that the CW did, like the real, like the cool Flash. Who was the Flash? Who was the original Flash? Flash Gordon? Yeah, he was like Flash. Yeah, he was the Flash Gordon. He was the 1980s Flash Gordon. But Nate Robinson, he goes off and played at UW, and he played football and track and. Nate Robinson, interesting guy. He broke the national title, the national record for the 110 hurdles in high school. He broke the record and then lost at state to another guy who was like a top 3 in the nation, and the guy just beat him. And it was like Nate Robinson had just broken he's 5'7", by the way. I've met him before. The guy is shorter than me. He's a small guy. And he set the national record for the 110 hurdles. Someone fact check that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe it was a state record. I'm pretty sure it was a national record. I don't know. Maybe they were both the same. Maybe the national record was held by a guy from Washington and then he beat both at the exact same time. I don't know. But I do remember reading it on like a track, like, magazine or something that I had at our high school. Maybe that's not true. Maybe I made all that up. I'm not sure. But then he lost, and then he went on to UW, played football, basketball, and track, ended up just playing basketball. At the end, got drafted. He's fucking, he won the dunk contest 3 times. The guy's a freak. He's 5'7", 5'8", and he's played like a 13-year career in the league. That's amazing. The dude's crazy. But now, and what sucks about all that is, dude, is like, what was your plan? You're going to go fight Jake Paul? Jake Paul has nothing but time to just get better at boxing. He's been training for like 3 years. He's fought like 2 amateur fights, both at the Staples Center, both sold out, won both of them. There's tape of him doing this correctly. And then Nate Rob's like, I'm just going to talk shit and beat the brakes off this white boy, which is like, I get that. You want to believe that. But this guy's like an Iowa wrestler or some shit. He's a tough kid. He's bigger than you too. And look, dude, doesn't mean just because you're a great athlete doesn't mean you're going to be a great fighter. It doesn't always translate unless you've been in a bunch of fights and you have a little bit of like, I can fake fight with the best. I can do that, but I can't actually. If you're like, hey, Blair, go punch that guy until he taps out, I'm going to lose. And it looked like that's what Nate Robinson was. He's like, hey, man, Nate, go punch this guy until he loses. And then gets combo slept. And not only was he knocked out, but when you get knocked out and you fucking timber faceplant. Ooh, what's up, Mike? You timber faceplant and you're out. Ugh, dude. I feel bad for him, kind of. I mean, Jake Paul is... The Paul brothers is like, I don't know where they get all the hate from. It's just because they have so many viewers and they're rich. They've been rich their whole lives. Well, they've been rich their whole, adult lives. I saw a thing like Jake Paul makes like $24 million a year just on his YouTube channel alone. Unbelievable. Now he wants to fight Conor McGregor, which is even better, dude. I love that. Catch some momentum and then fucking ride it all the way out. Dude, ride her till she bucks you or get fucked, That's the way to do it. I don't know, but Nate Robb, Snoop Dogg was calling. Oh, man, Snoop Dogg was. If you haven't seen it, just go look up Snoop calling the boxing. It was unbelievable. He was like singing like old spirituals and stuff, like saying, I'm not gonna do the black accent because I respect the culture. All right, I won't do that. I won't do it. I would do it. I'll do an Asian accent just for the fuck of it. No, I'm kidding. Come on. You guys know there's jokes. But Snoop was great. Tyson, I did see the highlights of the Tyson, Roy Jones. Tyson hasn't fought in 15 years, and he looked, it's like they're both not, they can't, I don't know if they go out there and box, like a young professional, like heavyweight. I don't know if they could. Like Fury would just dismantle both of these guys. And I don't know anything about boxing. I'm just saying I've watched Fury fight and I watched most of that fight. And I was like, yeah, guys, you're throwing, but I think the gloves were bigger too. Weren't the gloves bigger? Who am I asking? There's no one here. I'm just asking it to ask it. I gotta get a co-host in here. I have a desk. I got a desk right there. I got a chair right there. I could set them up right here. Does anybody want to do this? Like, I'll take anybody if I like you. But you can't be hot. So I will try and fuck you. If you're hot, I will try and have sex with you. Or if you're just here, I will probably try. Could be, it goes for men and women and thems. Trans people too. Whatever. Let's fucking mix it up. I don't judge. It's a spectrum, guys. Don't act like you're better than me. Think you're better than me? That's the thing, man. Is I don't know. I don't even fucking know. How was your Thanksgiving, you fucks? You know what I did on Thanksgiving? I should have opened with this. I didn't do a goddamn thing. I sat my ass at home. I lied to a bunch of people who invited me to do stuff, and I just lied and said, "Nah, I'm just gonna stay home." And I made a frozen pizza, and I had a couple of beers, and I just watched football. There's the most terrible games ever. Redskins and Lions. Woo, get excited. It's just like, what do you? I like pushing back on things we're supposed to do for holidays. Because people are like, oh, you're supposed to. Supposed to have a big family, dinner, stuffing, turkey. Just like, can I sit at home and eat Chinese food and then beat off? Can I just do that? I don't feel like I'm asking a lot. I mean, I don't know. It's hard being this punk rock. I'm punk rock as fuck, dude. I'm the Sid Vicious of anti-holidays. I bet you didn't know that, did you? But you didn't know that. But you didn't know that I was the Sid Vicious of holidays. Oh, yeah, shout out my boy Big Jake. Got engaged. Hell yeah. Shout out Kendra. Shout out Big Jake. They're not listening, but it's okay. You still got to show people love. Your boys do something cool. It's like, hey, man, I'm happy for you. You're the shit. And they're like, thanks, dude. You're like, you're welcome. What a disaster, though. Talk about getting engaged. Ugh. I'd rather fist my own ass. And you know what, dude? I'm pretty sure it's impossible that's not true because there's evidence. There's lots of evidence online of people fisting their own assholes. I think the angle's got to be a little bit. I bet I could get 3 fingers in my own ass. Blair, what are you talking about, dude? I don't know. Fucking nothing. Blair, it seems like you're just trying to fill time. Yeah, a little bit. I'm creeping up on that 30-minute mark, and I can see it. 6 minutes! Did you guys enjoy the Matt Boyd and the Dean Stainfields? You guys enjoy that? Did you like the guests? Come on. If you listen to the podcast, reach out to me. Tell me if you enjoyed the guests. Come on, I think I'm going to start having more guests on here. I'm not going to test any of them for COVID, though, and we will have to open mouth kiss to start every podcast. So I don't know if we'll be doing it correctly. I think I'm doing the anti-Rogan thing, where he comes in there and gives everybody their tests, and then they talk for whatever, and then I think I'm just going to do it where I just say, hey, get in here, big guy. Open your mouth. I'm going to spit in yours. It's like, you might as well. But if you guys enjoyed that, let me know. Let me know if you guys enjoyed that, because... Say enjoy that some more, Blair. Okay, yeah, I will enjoy it. Man, it's good to be back, though. I haven't done a solo one in about a week. And yeah, and that's the thing, guys. Is you guys think that I'm here, I'm just fucking messing around, but I'm not messing around. I'm taking it very seriously. A second ago, I was just talking about how I think I could fit 3 fingers in my asshole. What's more serious than that? What is more serious than that? Blair, you're losing listeners. Yeah. You are probably correct. But I'm gonna get up tonight. I'm gonna get up tonight. I'm gonna do a little comedy. Do a little comedy. And then I'm gonna come home. And I'm going to take an Epsom salt bath, because that's just what I love, dude. A nice epi bath? Come on, guys. Get it real hot. Put on an episode of Friends. Don't judge me. Don't judge. It's what I like. Okay? I like Epsom salt baths. I like long walks to think about my thoughts. And I like, I like the warm embrace of a friend who loves me. Or a girl with, or a girl with fat tits. Those are, yeah. Like big old bags on her. You know what I keep running into on Tinder is all these girls they say, hey, add my Snapchat. And you go on their Snapchat and they're hookers. I'm like, whoa, that's a thing? They're like, hey, and they like have their tits flopping around. They're like, hey, look, Venmo me this money, and then I will come eat your ass for you. And I'm like, I don't know if I can pay for it. I think I'll just keep having sex with people that I don't actually love. I think I'll just do that. I'll do that for free, and I'll feel better about myself. But I don't know if I can have, because what's going to happen? I'm going to end up having like a Pretty Woman scenario where I'm Richard Gere, but I'm probably Jason Alexander, if I'm being honest. If my life was like Pretty Woman, I would be Jason Alexander, who attempts rape at the end of that movie, and people always leave that out. Oh, fun fact about that movie, originally, what's her name? The prostitute, Julia Roberts, had a coke problem. Better, you know what? I'll say this. Better movie. Would have been a better movie. Like Richard Gere's like trying to get her out. She's like withdrawals. He's like trying to get a handy. Like, come on, I love you. Put on this ring. Go shopping. Also, do you want a bump? Because you're looking a little bit strung out. I'm not Jason Alexander. I'm much more attractive than he is. He's far more talented and famous and has more awards. I think he's won an Emmy and a Tony because he was on a Broadway play where he sang a bunch. That guy's talented, man. I gotta never watch Seinfeld. I wasn't into it. Is that fucked up? I just wasn't really my thing. Maybe I'll start it. Maybe I'll go into it. I could get into it, right? Who's got a Hulu account? If you have a Hulu account, message me. Give me your information, and then I will send you pictures of my feet and my butthole in the exact same picture. Pretty good deal? Pretty good. Hey. Pretty good deal. All right, dude. I'm fucking out of here. Love you guys. I had a blast. I'm always having fun, dude. I'm just here to have a good time. That's it. Just here to have a good... Like, what else am I going to do? Have a bad time for no reason? Nah. Good times only. Unless I have to fight, pay for bills. Then that's going to be a little harder. But we're good. All right, we did it. Eat shit and fuck Rudy. Fuck Rudy forever. Vroom, 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 vroom. Guy outside my door. Vroom, 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 vroom. Show me your dick.